Welcome to Fifth Dimension. So for today's reading, I am going to be pulling messages for you from the spiritual realm, or at least I'm going to try to, right? Again, I have set up, like the last reading, 3 different selenite ones because I just feel like clear, direct energies that way with the selenite one. So you are going to be choosing from an image that I should have overlaid on each pile, and that image will be produced during the reading. So I don't know what those images are yet, but just trust that. Just trust the process, okay? So for pile number 1, we'll have this image. For pile number 2, we have this image. And for pile number 3, we have this image. It's funny pointing at an imaginary image, but okay. I am open for personal readings, loves, if you feel guided to it. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I'll see you at your piles. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose the image, then you're at the right place. So we don't have an image yet, but we are about to. So let me explain, okay? So I've already pulled a few oracles for each pile. So this is going to hold the energy of what messages want to come through from the spiritual realm. However, I do want to get an additional image that I would like to try to. So this may not work, but I'm going to try. I'll explain as I go. I know you're thinking like, this bitch is crazy. Card number 16 with the eagle. We have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And then we have let go of fear now. So, okay, I'm going to quickly explain my crazy idea. The best way that I can summarize it is that I've been playing with a little ghost app that spontaneously creates images using AI. So I've been using it, just it's playful, it's for entertainment purposes, but I thought it would be cool if we get an image based off of the cards and then I can interpret the image. So I'm going to bring up the little silly app, don't judge me, and see if we get any. I'm going to try to go sideways. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to screenshot the image and that'll be your image. Let me pause. Okay, so I would have in editing put the image for you so that you can view it as I interpret the message. Okay, so the image, to me at least, obviously sometimes they're more clear and other people might see other things, but I very clearly see a market, a shop, and a person standing out of the shop, sort of like window shopping essentially. And so there's an array of things, right? It's not necessarily visible. It just looks like a market of everything. And what this is strongly giving me, together with the cards that we got for your oracle cards, is about something that you were standing on the sidelines of, something that you are essentially on the outside looking in when it comes to your life. Now, the main energy that I'm getting also with eagle being a higher perspective and the image showing me an outside perspective, there's something that you are not fully embracing, embodying, taking part in. It's sort of like, okay, what am I hearing? Am I living or am I existing? Or am I just existing? Something like that. And it's sort of like you've been keeping yourself from stepping into, and sort of, yeah, there's something that you are not allowing yourself to take part in or step into or explore that is strongly coming up, okay? So I'm going to pause again so that I can put the image away and sort of just focus on the oracle cards. Actually, let me get a clarifier for each of the oracles first. That way I have more specifics. All right, clarify 16 eagle. We have card 17, the star. I love it. All right, align your life. Clarify it, please. All right, we have the 3 of Pentacles and card 7 with the Chariot. Yeah, they're wanting you to step into something. I don't know what that is yet, but maybe we'll get a stronger indication. All right, don't dim to fit in. Clarify this, please. Oh, I think I made that, but it's okay. All right, we have the 8 of Cups, and then we have the High Priestess card, card number 2. And then I need clarity for let go of fear. We have card number 8 with strength. That one's a very clear message. Strength to clarify fear. Having the strength now. Let go of fear now. There's something that, like, okay, with the sword, that's giving me like literal now. Like there's something before your eyes that is an opportunity that you're wanting, that your spiritual team is guiding you towards. They are guiding you towards it with the eagle right here, with the star right here. It's like that northern light, right? The northern light was guiding. I don't know much about the Bible, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend, but I know the basic. The gist of the story is the northern star was the guiding light, right? The guiding light towards whatever it is that they were seeking. Whatever it is that you're seeking. Whatever it is direction, it's your true north, you know, the direction that your life is headed in intentionally through your spirituality is what I'm getting for that. Okay, I'm going to pause because I do want to get a strong connection with the energy versus just blabbing. I was saying it out loud to myself, but I literally feel like something's being handed to you and you are afraid to take it. Like hot potato. I got hot potato. Sounds so stupid. Anyways, okay, so like, you know how in the game you're like hot potato, hot potato. I think something like that. I don't know. I have a vague memory of like tossing it and you don't want it to like be in your hands at a certain point. Something like that. I pictured the eagle like bringing in the hot potato, which is spirit. And then you like holding on to it, but being like, I just saw 717 and this is 17. That's significant for somebody. Yeah, and then there's another 7 right next to it. So 7s and 1s is going to be significant to somebody. Holding on to it and being like, it's too hot. And like, I don't want it. Okay, so only take that if it resonates, obviously. My silly nonsense can just be that at times. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's profound wisdom. All right. That's exactly what I'm getting. Because these energies are actually really fucking beautiful. I'm not going to lie. There's something that's being handed to you, but it's not like something that you don't want. It's something that you absolutely want. But it may be packaged differently. I don't know what that means, okay? So it's not coming directly to you in the way that you envisioned it. I'm so glad my hands didn't come out in there because it looked like I was milking something. Oh, I need to stop myself today. Okay, so what is not aligned or needs to change? Because whatever is not aligned or needs to change is absolutely keeping you from embracing, there's a word that I'm trying to about stepping in, about taking part, participating. Is that the word I was looking for? Participating. Yes. Okay, so there's something that's keeping you from participating in something that is being delivered to you by spirit. What? I'm so confused. Then we have don't dim to fit in. We have your highly intuitive right here, but somehow you are denying something, denying seeing something, or denying taking actions that you intuitively feel guided to do. And that's where I see this. I don't see this about like in your external life, but it could be in your external where you're trying to like shut down shining. However, I don't know what that is, honestly. If you're trying to shut down a part of you that's wanting to shine, it could be that. However, I am with the High Priestess here, as well as, you know, the covering of the eyes. I'm sort of getting like there's a denial of your intuitive inclinations. I feel, what is that? What is it? Hold on. So I had a palo santo stick in the candle that I had accidentally, I was trying to light it with the thing, and then it slipped and fell, and I just left it in the wax. It's been there forever, but apparently right now it decided that it wanted to start catching on fire. So that's saying something to me about the timing again with the now. There's something that for whatever reason, decidedly, it's like a matter of timing. Like when it comes to certain things like that, when it comes to the fire energy, I had just seen 1111. It's just like opportunity that just appears out of nowhere that you have to be prepared to not toss away with the hot potato. Is that correct? Meaning I was trying to decipher the puzzle. Just like, is that what I'm doing? Participation is a huge thing. There's something you're not refusing to participate in. However, I don't understand why, because I feel like it's what you want, but it's maybe not appearing in the way that you perceived it to come as an opportunity. I don't know what that is, but you're gonna know. And this is how you're gonna know. LOL. Clarify the energy. We have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the card number 14 of Temperance. Is this Temperance? I think it is. I feel like it's something that you've been taking your time tending to. And you sort of feel like, no, like I can't move forward until this is tended to. I don't know why I'm getting that. There's a need. I feel like there's an aloofness within your energy when it comes to whatever the hot potato is. Whatever the opportunity that Spirit is guiding directly into your life, it's something almost that you don't want to embrace or participate in. However, you were being urged to not be aloof or distracted, because I feel a lot of distracted energy with that, and there's a lot of indication about in the present moment. So let me get advice for you. Can I get advice for pile number 1, please? That one, and then let me also get an oracle. we'll do animals because animals are cute. Advice for pile number 1, please. Okay. Card number 30 with grasshopper spirit. You see, it's the same message. Take a leap of faith. Oh, look, he's wearing a little crown because he's a little cutie. Yes, this is giving me the same vibe as this with the little crown. Intuitive, yes, intuitive hits. You're gonna know this is an opportunity that you should take, and I'm assuming there's gonna be something that's either distracting you or trying to convince you out of taking this opportunity or something. Yeah, there's a lot of aloofness in the energy. We have the Devil with card number 14 and card number 4. This is advice, right? With the 4 of Wands. This is something that you've been wanting. This is something that is going to be beautiful. So long as you participate, so long as you embrace an opportunity when it makes itself available, instead of being aloof or distracted or feeling like you're not prepared. There's a need to be prepared. And you can only ever be so prepared. So you're going to be thinking to yourself, I feel like, no, like I do want this, but I'm just not ready for it yet. I just saw 15-15. You're going to feel like that. But I mean, stop it. Stop doing it. Because this is something that you've been wanting. And although you may feel, okay, I'm not prepared. Like, when are we ever really prepared? Like, when? Tell me. Because I'm not there yet. Somebody give me answers. Because I feel like everything in life, we're just sort of thrown in and you just figure it out as you go. You know what I mean? Like, none of us really know anything. Or at least I don't feel like I do. But anyways, let go of the fear. There's heavy, heavy resistance towards whatever this is that's being brought in, because I feel like it's something about timing with you. There's something about timing, and it may be you just have a lot of shit going on in your life right now that you're just like, I can't handle this right now, even though it's what I've been asking for. But yes, you can. And yes, you will, I hope. Because it's beautiful energy. I'm not going to lie. Whatever is wanting to be delivered to you, whatever you're co-creating, is more like it is. It's not like, oh, the universe conspires and had a meeting and decided that they wanted you to have this. No, that's not how it works. Everything is co-created. Everything. All the bad, all the good, all the everything is co-created way ahead of time with all different energies before it becomes a manifestation in our life. And so this has been in the works. Okay? This has been in the works between you and your own spirit. Not some spirit outside of you. You and your own spirit have been co-creating whatever this is, this manifestation. Let me cover up the boobies. This manifestation that's been coming in for you that's going to be beautiful. Okay? So stop depriving yourself of it. Just, you deserve it, okay, pile number 1? I was about to say I love you. But yes. Yes, you deserve it. That's what I got for you, pile number 1. I hope this resonated. Yeah, let me know what you think. I appreciate those of you who commented on the last video. It gave me such a good feeling to have multiple comments, because I'm just like, who's even watching this? Besides Emily, who I know is always watching my videos because she's so supportive, and I love you. So I appreciate those of you who who are subscribed, who comment on the video. That is always, always very much appreciated. Okay, loves? Also, if you are interested in any type of reading, even if it's just a mini read, where you'd like me to clarify something for you, email me. You can find that in the description box. And say we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you for joining me for your reading. So if you chose an image, then you're at the right place. So let's get your image, okay? So as I explained in pile 1, which you weren't in, or maybe you were, I'm going to get the image from the oracle cards, which I've already pulled. Okay, so this is the main energy of the message that your spirit wants to go into today. We have card 25 with the Holy Mountain. we have card 31 with the lower world. Okay, so as above, so below is what I'm getting immediately from that. Okay, I didn't realize we got 3 cards for this deck for you. Card number 19 with the fire. OMG, that's resonating very heavily. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. And then we have admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Okay, Archangel Michael. I've not ever seen this card. Well, I don't really use this deck that often. So, like, I feel like they're coming for me personally. Just kidding. Me always feeling attacked. Okay, so let me see if I'm capable of getting an image. So I haven't explained. I'm going to use, look, don't judge me. I'm going to use a little ghost app to try and see if I can pull an image that is generated with AI from your oracle cards, okay? So I was able to get one for pile 1. Hopefully I'm able to get one for this pile as well. Don't judge me, okay? Okay, something's happening. Okay, it's shifting from like a church to a house. I think that's at least what I saw. Okay, so I'm going to pull the image. I'm going to screenshot it. Let me pause. Okay, so I should have the image that I screenshotted overlaid for you to view while I interpret. And I'm just going to say right away, like the first thing that I'm getting right away is like a different time. Obviously, because of the color tones they give us immediately are like, we're looking at an old photo and I'm immediately get 1700s, 1800s, somewhere around that time frame. I can't really make out just what looks like a village or gives village vibes, as well as cathedrals somewhat. So heavy in a religious, cultural environment and lifestyle and time frame. And what I'm immediately like, I have to connect it with yesterday's, or the last reading that I posted for pile 2. Was it pile 2 that past life came out? I think it was pile 2. It may have been pile 1. I don't remember. Anyways, past life energy came out in one of the piles, and it's coming out here. And I'm feeling like if that was your pile, then this is like confirmation. If you watched that other reading of something of past life that's coming up in this energy right now, and that's going to be complete confirmation because I just remembered that this card right here says ancestral patterns. There's something that's been broken down. And so when I kept on seeing like the house go from like a church to a cathedral, which probably came from this image, it was probably like AI was picking up on this image and making, you know, the image shift. I think that has something to do, because it's like the home is where the heart is. That's what I'm hearing, obviously, right? But the home within your heart, because wherever you go is where your home is. It's what you make of it. Wherever you carry yourself in your heart is where your home will be. And in this case, I'm sort of getting like a mixture of a shifting between separating. Is that what it is? Breaking ancestral patterns, from separating what was interfering within the home, having to do with religion. I'm resonating in myself, like I'm having like flashes of things within my childhood memory, within my experience with religion. And so I'm finding resonation. I feel the need to like express a little bit without going too into detail, but like my experience with what delved me into spirituality later in life were my experiences with religion in my childhood that just conflicted within my heart, which is why the reason I feel the need to say that, because where I saw the home shifting, like, that felt significant. It resonates with me because I always felt like this, a disconnect with what I was being told about, like, all the sinning and all of that, you know, all of that stuff. Like, I just felt like I was constantly being told that I was bad. Now, that was my experience. Please don't take it as an offense. If you're a religious person. But I found myself in spirituality because it's my own personal experience with myself and the world, and what I make of it. So having said that, there were many things that I had to break through in order to feel free, because there's so many, like, things that were instilled within me, especially being a woman, in my culture, in my religion, that it's just like, you're just bad. Like, no matter what you do, you're bad. As a woman, in my culture, in my religion, or the religion that I was born into, right? Catholicism. So all that connection, like, I had to break free from those thought patterns that I was just bad for being a woman, is what I felt, you know? So I don't know if that resonates with you, pile number 2, but I'm just gonna, I had to say it, right? Okay, because that's what I got. That's what I'm getting. So however you resonate with your religion, the religion that I'm assuming that you were brought into, would be the way that you would connect it, because obviously you all aren't like me in the same experience, right, with Catholicism and being a Latina female in my old school environment. But whatever it is that I don't know what your story is, but however it is that you may have felt conflict with certain aspects of religion within your heart, are certain things that are being brought to the forefront with this message. Now, again, I'm going to connect that and say absolutely with the message that I got, as above, so below, which is what I say, or what I feel is your spirit connecting with your physical body, right? Where they connect is strongly emphasized with the holy mountain, which is showing the highest peak in your connection with the heavens, and then the lower realms, which is everything that came before, right? It can be interpreted as our subconscious as well, that is being brought to the forefront. But I absolutely have to get enough about everything else. I haven't even pulled tarot, so this feels like it's going to be a long one. Pile number 2, you might want to get a snack. Oh, Chloe even showed up because she feels it's going to be a juicy one. Hold on, let me get some water. Okay, I've had some water. I even had a few hot Cheetos. I probably shouldn't have said that. That's so low vibe of me to be like, I'm doing a reading and connecting with spirit, but I'm eating fucking hot Cheetos. Like, wow. Anyways, I could edit this out if I want to. Let's go ahead and get clarifiers before I start getting into stories, because I feel like this is going to be a story time with the fire. This is giving me like, OMG, like you are alchemizing some shit on another level right now, and you will have been experiencing this in many very physical ways, okay? And I'll get to that if I need to. So clarify this first energy of the holy mountain. We have the Fool and the 5 of Wands. Conflict with your faith is what I'm getting. Conflicting energies within having faith, perhaps. Anyways, I should just get all the cards. All right, the lower world. Clarify the lower world. We have the Page of Swords. Clarify fire. Fire. 10 of Wands. Lots of fire. Break the chain. Clarify, please. Oh, okay. 6 of Swords. Yep. It's literally the representation of breaking the chain right there, if there ever was one. And then admit the truth and act accordingly. The 10 of Cups. Beautiful. The 10 of Wands with all this fire. I keep on wanting to go directly to that because I feel like I need to know what's going on here. Clarify this energy more. Ooh, we have the Lovers with even more fire. And the plot just got juicier. Just kidding. The Lovers. Clarify again. Page of Wands. Even more fire. Are you on fire? Pile number 2. Okay, so you know, funny story. Sorry. Tap, tap when you see me pulling one more card if you don't want to hear my nonsense, okay? What I, like right away where I gravitated to the fire, it was because this little like ghost app, I've been playing with it so hard. I've been like going around all over the place trying to get images, and sometimes it's the creepy shit comes out, but sometimes like funny stuff comes out and I'm just like, whoa. And then sometimes like really like relevant things. I just saw 1111. Really relevant things come out. And so every time I've been trying to capture like in selfie mode of myself, fires have been coming out, and I'm just like, what? It'll be a building on fire. It'll be what looked like a card on fire. Oh, a tent out in a village that had a fire within. And then when I used the other Ghosttube app with like just the voice, don't judge me, okay? But I've been like ghost hunting. I just drive around with it, and then so like I was asking it questions and stuff, and then it said to me flames, like literally in the same day that I was getting selfies about myself on fire, and I was just like, oh, what's with all this fire? And then look at it here in tarot form again. All this fire, literally. So, okay, enough of my nonsense. Back to clarifying this energy of the flames. Stop. I need a water break after this. The 2 of Cups after the Lovers and all this fire. And then I saw that 1111. No, that's not a coincidence. Okay, I'm not going to use the words, but you know what words I'm thinking about. You can read my telepathic mind, pile number 2, and you know the term that's coming to mind when it comes to, oh, look at my little wrist. The term that comes to mind, okay, because it's very flamey up in here, if you catch my drift, okay? All right, I'm going to stop being giggly. All right. So clearly there's indication of something happening in the flamey realms of your soul. And so it's going to mean a lot of different things for everyone, right? In some indication, I'm feeling like you are very ignited with passion towards something at this time of you viewing this reading. If you're finding resonation with it, your fire is lit. What can I say? For some of you, this is within another person. Like some of y'all are in like full throttle relationships with a twin flame right now. Whether it be energetically or whether it be like in the physical, which for some of y'all, I feel like it's leading towards that in the physical, but not quite there yet. Because the 10 of Wands and the Page of Wands is indicating, like in this case, like inclination towards, but not quite there because it's the Page. But the 10 of Wands is also like being at the end of some sort of cycle, which would then create space for a new beginning, if you will. Okay, so maybe there's like some transmuting, some alchemizing in the energy spiritually, if you do believe in twin flames, right? To each their own. If not, this is your soul. your soul. Although there are two energies indicated, your soul is made up of masculine and feminine energy. So your soul is at a merge. If this is not a separate person, your soul is at a huge merge right now within your masculine energy and your feminine energy, alchemizing together to create a super ultra mega badass bitch. Let me just say that, okay? Or sir, right? Because I don't know genders, but regardless. Okay, so that's gonna be that. Let's move on to this energy, which we have the Holy Mountain, the Fool, and the Five of Wands. I felt like there's some conflict within having faith in something. But I feel like there's some recognition of where the conflict is coming from. Let me get extra cards on this. Please clarify what we need to know. Well, actually, we haven't even gotten into guidance yet, but High Priestess, yes. There's conflict in trusting yourself is what I feel. With the Holy Mountain, it being your spiritual connection with you, with your spirit. Maybe you feel like some sort of disconnect right now currently with being able to trust your intuition. But you have absolute insight, I feel, with the Page of Swords coming out here. And he's like, I know. I get it now. Like you've had an aha moment. Some sort of revelation, one of those. You know. But there may be some sort of conflicting energy with trusting your intuition at the time. But I would say don't have doubt. If you have been having doubt, just trust that sometimes your intuition is just slightly quieter. But it doesn't mean that it's not very active and strong. It just means that it's okay for you to navigate, because you're not supposed to constantly be in the spiritual realm connected completely. Like it's okay to come down to earth and live fully in the 3D, and that's where you'll may lose yourself and start to feel like, oh my god, I don't feel my intuition as strongly as I do when I'm really just isolated and meditating. But that's okay. That's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be part of the 3D realm too, unfortunately. Just kidding. I mean, thankfully, I meant thankfully, universe. So yeah, that's where I'm going to go with that. And then we have this hard truth over here, right? Is that what it was? Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. I'm going to read what it says, okay? It says, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance, so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Oh, I love this, actually. And then it says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. Helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance, so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Yes. So this is about something that you, took a... I heard it so clearly and I butchered it once I put my tongue in the mix. I don't think it's going to come to me again. I completely dropped it. Now it's erased. The way my mind works. Took a long, hard look at yourself. Yay. It's back. It's back, guys. You took a long, hard look at yourself, I feel. And you did something that was very painful for you to do. There was something that you released. You released something. That might have to do, I'm being brought back to the image. So the image that we got at the beginning that was bringing like to past life, like this, this is something that's been carried down. So you may not even have experienced it. It may just be something that was instilled in you energetically through your lineage of feeling conflicted when it comes to your faith specifically. But it doesn't have to be in regards to your spirituality. It could just be anything that you have done when it came to taking a long, hard look at your life, at your situation, at your decisions, at your behaviors, at whatever, at patterns, at cycles. And accepted things as they were, and understood that it's okay for you to feel your feelings, and be honest. with yourself and others about what it is. In some cases means like admitting that there's a need to walk away from situations in order to move forward, right? In order to move for what serves you best. It's okay to be honest, and sometimes it's difficult when you have like friendships or relationships that maybe don't end horribly. I don't know what that's like. Just kidding. But like a mutual ending, a mutual, like where you just outgrow where you used to be, right? You outgrow each other, where you were when you came into a relationship, and then you just gotta like admit that that's okay, you know, that you outgrew, and that there doesn't mean failure. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you're bad people. It just means that you've grown, and then it's time for y'all to let go and move on and see what else life has to offer, right? With the Ten of Cups. So I'm gonna say that your higher self, your spirit, or your spiritual team wants you to really know that whatever decision that you've made to release yourself from, even if this is just energetically, because it was well intended, right? Whatever you had to release yourself from was well intended, because this is what you're striving for, which is what you should. Like, it's not selfish to want more for yourself, but it's important to acknowledge, admit, and communicate it, especially if there's others involved, right? But yeah, let me get you advice. I feel like all these messages were kind of separate. I don't know if they may connect to you, but let's go ahead and see what we get for advice for pile number 2. What advice? Oh, okay, so that was the 7 of Pentacles. This is about timing, investing in. 4 of Pentacles, 1 more. Oh, I guess 3 more. The Queen of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. There has been a lot of energy invested. You've been investing a lot of energy towards something that is alchemizing now. I'm going to go back to the fire because there's a lot of fire indicated. And tell me if you've been feeling a lot of fire. Please tell me, because I don't want to be like the only one. I don't want to be the only one on fire, guys. Just kidding. That's so dumb. But anyways, I feel like it's been a long time coming, and I feel like this is the same message I always say for pile number 2, but I feel like you guys are like energetic warriors. Like you've been you've been doing a lot of energetic work, investing a lot of time, trying to undo a lot of heavy stuff that in some cases is like ancestral, right? Heavy patterns, heavy restrictions, heavy doubts, undoing beliefs that were instilled in you, a lot of that. And you've been doing good. I'm proud of you, pile number 2. Now back to the fire. Just kidding. Let me get you an animal card, because I got an animal. Oh, I just saw the moth. Alright. Advice or guidance for pile number 2, please. Alright. We have the brown bear. Card number 9, take time out. Heart energy. I just keep on feeling like this, like putting a paw on yourself. Putting a paw on yourself. Yes, put your paw upon your heart. I think your heart wants to be felt by you. I don't know what that means, but it sort of felt sexual at the end. Anyways. Look, I was about to say I love you again. What is wrong with me? I just feel loving, I guess. I love you, Bella, too. Anyways, what I was going to actually say was that I hope that you were able to find resonations, pile number 2. Which is completely opposite of the other thing I was But anyways, if it did resonate with you, please let me know how. I appreciate a like, a subscribe, a comment. They're all blown my way. Or some magic dust, right? No, not dust. Magic glitter, sparkles, rainbows, all of the above. Shoot that my way. I love it. Until we fight again, loves. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this image, then you're at the right place. So, before we get your image, I have to get your oracle cards, which I've already pre-shuffled. I've not seen them yet, though, okay? So we're going to get the image from your oracles using a ghost app. I have to laugh because you can't possibly be taking me seriously right now. So it's like AI generated based off of images, okay? That's all it is. It's entertainment purposes. So 60, the Vision Quest. Very beautiful card. We have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Ooh. I feel like there's a sense of newly found freedom or excitement towards something. I don't know why I feel that way. And then we have you created the situation and you have the power to change it. Okay, so let me read the thing because let me just do it. It says, thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. So this is intended to be a message from Archangel Michael. But the main energy being you having the power to change whatever situation you are currently in, which is essentially what these two cards are, right? It's taking that power, like taking initiative in that power is what I'm getting. So I'm going to bust out my ghost gear. Just kidding. Okay, so let's see if I can get anything. Oh, that's a very clear church right there. That was not a difficult one to interpret at all. All right, so I am going to screenshot it. Let me pause. Okay, so I will be interpreting a message by putting the overlay of the image that we just captured. But really quick, I just want to say something, okay? So I don't know if this is significant to your reading, but what I just realized when I opened the little app, this was pile 1, this was pile 2, this is pile 3, but somehow there's an image that I don't recall ever taking because I didn't. But apparently I did, right? So clearly looks like a woman walking down a hallway and it sort of feels like confusion, abyss. So just take that if it resonates for whatever reason, okay? Okay, so pile 3, the image, very clearly it's a church with a cross at the top, indicating that, right? And then it sort of looks like there's other buildings, so it feels like a multi-building complex of church establishments, which right away brings in religion, right? So it could be something having to do with religious contracts, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, because the church can represent the soul, essentially, right? And your connection to your spirit, your connection to God, Gaia, the universe, whatever it is that you feel is from the higher realms, essentially. But it could also be like a calling, because I feel like there's this like illumination around the outline of the building, and it could be like a pull, like a spiritual pull that you are feeling towards maybe reconnecting with that aspect of yourself. It could be like a literal church, like the church is calling. The church bells are ringing, they're calling you, which is another thing. that I got, because I was hearing chapel when I was just sitting with the image. So it potentially could be like in regards to marriages, divorces, anything like that that's like gone through the church, where it was like a spiritual contract or things like that, of baptisms, communions. I don't know what else, other things that happen in churches, but anything like that that may be indicated for whatever reason as something that's calling for your attention. But for some, I feel it could be as far as like religious beliefs that have, it's sort of like was hinted in pile number 2. So I don't know if you were in pile 2, but very strongly indicated here, with sort of like religious beliefs that were strongly instilled, that are being, I'm hearing, called to question. Maybe you're having a lack of faith or a doubt of faith, or maybe you had a lapse. I don't know, a lapse of faith in the church, in religion, in spirituality, in a higher power. I don't know. But these are just things, so only take what resonates. If it doesn't feel like it's for you, then it's absolutely not yours, okay? What else am I getting? Oh, I was also getting like some sort of like spiritual awakening or a spiritual calling that you're being called to as well, because we did have the vision quest, as well as dreaming a new world into being, birthing a new age. So being the, what is it, a forerunner in some sort of leadership of maybe a spiritual community, maybe a religious community, or maybe just taking initiative towards your own personal connection to that, okay? So that's what I'm getting for the image itself. Let me see if anything else. I can't deny the aspect of the dark shadows that appear to me, because it feels like, although the church doesn't feel in any way, shape, or form like anything bad, I do see like I'm being strongly pulled towards the shadows within the image, and feeling like there's something hidden within all of that. However this image connects for you, there's something hidden, and I'm feeling like that's personal, like something that's hidden within your own beliefs or experiences or contracts. I don't know what that means, okay? But let me take that again if it resonates. All right, so I am going to pause really quick. I don't know why I feel the need to like narrate everything I do, but I'm going to clarify for you, and then I will interpret these oracles more deeply. So, birthing a new age, clarify this. Okay. We have the Page of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. I like that. I have to cover that card. Clarify the vision quest for me. Card number 60. Clarify the vision quest and how it relates to pile number 3. The Queen of Pentacles. We have a king and we have a queen. Clarify the last card from Archangel Michael. Okay. We have another queen. The Queen of Swords. A very different queen. We have a warm, loving, nurturing queen, and then we have an icy cold, matter of fact, don't you dare come over here. I don't know why that's standing out to me. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, a little message is coming through, so I'm going to start on this side. I did have a king and a queen, so I'm playing out a little story, but again, if you're not in a connection with anybody or resonating with this in any way with anybody who is in your life, then just ignore. The message that I'm getting from this is a situation, a connection that's sort of thawing out, because the Seven of Swords usually indicates, okay, who cares what it indicates? What it's giving me absolutely right now is being cautious, being wary, timing, something about timing, biding your time, is that a thing? But it's waiting for a situation to thaw out, because it feels like right now it's just too risky. Because the Queen, after all, was giving me a situation of don't, like, tread lightly is what I'm really getting from this. And he's sort of getting like, oh, I'm treading lightly. I don't want to awaken the wolf or the wolves. I just saw that there's 2 sleeping wolves here. So it's not time for the wolves to be woken. They are thawing out. I'm being drawn towards the one sword that is still there, very much within the background of the fire itself. So there's a fire thawing a situation out. Yeah, that's the only way I can see it, is a situation. So it doesn't have to be necessarily with another person, but there might be a situation that you're in that sort of feels like you got to tread lightly within the situation. And then we have the main card. You created the situation and you have the power to change it. So what does that mean? What is she even doing? Or oh, it's not a she. My bad. My bad. It's a he. It's an angel with beautiful golden locks. And they are painting. They are painting this unicorn that's in the background in a beautiful scene. So essentially it's saying your actions, your behaviors, your thoughts, your decisions have put you in whatever picture you find yourself in has been painted by you and no one else. So it's a reminder that you, whether you enjoy the picture, good, because you created it. If you don't enjoy the picture, that's okay, because you can change it. You are the one creating. You are the creator of your life experience. So I feel like that is what you're doing. I feel like you are taking initiative, maybe, or at least taking, what is the word? Accountability. That's the word? Yes, that's the word. Accountability for how your, again, thoughts, behaviors, actions, decisions have molded your current situation that you find yourself in. And I feel like it may be something, it may be quite a little pickle you found yourself in. Or maybe a big pickle, I don't know. But it feels like you are taking accountability, allowing things to heal accordingly. It says right here, please guide me to manifest and heal accordingly to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved, which I do feel there may be others involved. But if not, it could just whatever. But taking accountability, biding some time for allowing a situation to thaw out is sort of what I'm getting, to where it's not so tense, not tense, rigid, no rigid, I don't know what any of that means. Yeah, just to where it's not that risky, okay? I will get more cards on that, but let me move on. We have the Vision Quest with the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have something going on with some cup energy. A lot of creative energy going on over here with all this birthing a new age and all this water. Okay, I'm going to pause and sit with this, see what I get. I'm zoning into this middle message. I'll see if that connects right now. But the main thing that I was getting, okay, with the Vision Quest and the Queen of Pentacles, it's giving me like delving into some sort of expansion. So this, again, could be internally, externally, some sort of expansion that you are being guided to delve into with the Queen of Pentacles. And it could be it's like having it all. This feels like a pie, and you are like very willingly embracing the taking on of the pie. It is my pie. I'm so ridiculous, I swear. But that's what this person is saying to me. They're just like, it's my pie, and I will take it accordingly. With the vision being in there, okay, right? The Queen of Pentacles is ultimate fulfillment. Again, there's that indication of real, tangible fulfillment in the way that you experience your physical, earthly, everyday life, okay? An invitation to expand is sort of what your spirits are, your spirit is, and your spirit guides are leading you towards an expansion towards a more personal fulfillment. But it would require going within, is sort of what I'm getting. Oh, I like that. Going within, delving within yourself, and accepting the invitation to expand when it comes to your sense of personal fulfillment. I don't know what that means. Let's get more cards. Let's see what this is all about. I just saw the Tower, so it would require some things to come down, some things to be let go of, some things to be shifted completely. Complete night and day. But what else? Please clarify this energy in regards to the Vision Quest and the Queen of Pentacles. What are the messages? The Devil. Why is he here? Sir? What are you doing in this vision? I'm going to cover him because I guess those little creatures down there are essentially naked. So, why is the Devil making an appearance in the Vision Quest? The Nine of Swords. The Devil is binding you from being able to do this. Sorry, I had to grab my head because the Devil felt intense. What is the Devil representing? The Devil is representing fear, doubt, unworthiness. What else? Regret, guilt, remorse, shame. There's a sense of fear of loss. There's a sense of fear of being out of time. Ugh, that's a lot of fears. That's why it's the Devil. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Sorry. I had to hold my temples. Do you have headaches, pal number 3? Have you been having headaches? Because I just got like, yeah, that felt intense. Yes, you have. The wolf just said yes. They've been having headaches. Ugh. Thank you, wolf. I love wolves when they come out in tarot cards because they're always so communicative to me. I resonate with wolf energy, I guess. Yeah, we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I'm going to cover all this energy because the Queen of Pentacles is too good of an energy to allow fear. To allow all these heavy fears from delving into expansion of some sort in some aspect of your life. So it could be internal expansion. Maybe we can connect that with the church, like wanting to reconnect with your spiritual self, religious self, whatever that is, whatever you feel drawn to, whatever you feel guided to, because it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody's different, okay? But there's a lot of barrier. There's a lot of barrier. Oh, the wolf is like sympathizing for you. If you have an animal, If you have a little animal, like they like read all your energy and feel all of that heaviness. Maybe you should ask your animal for some guidance. Just saying. Maybe they'll have some words of wisdom that they can telepathically communicate to you. But anyways, I'll move on with my nonsense. All right, birthing new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And then we all have this like handsome little Santa Claus looking king. He's real cute. He's my type. Just kidding. All right. We have death. So the transformation, yeah, that's what birthing is. Death and birth. Having to cycle through something. Are you currently cycling? Please clarify this energy. Make it make sense. We have the card 20 of Judgment, yes. The 5 of Pentacles, yes. I don't want to get into what your current life is. Okay, pile number 3. So I'm not going to. But I will say that there are energies that are indicating to me. I sound so dumb. I sound like I'm about to get my clipboard and like prescribe you something. I'm not going to do that, right? Because I don't have any mean or any right to be doing any such thing. But I will say there's indication that there's like a lot of conflict, and I don't know if this is internal or external, but it seems like there is a lot to deal with that I feel like you're trying to grasp control of, but it's really out of your control. So like I feel like the more that you've come to that understanding that it's out of your control, how certain things play out and how certain things end up happening, that the only control you have is within your own decisions, actions, behaviors, choices that you make. That's the only control you really have at the end of the day, right? And sometimes that's really hard because there's so much going on around us that, yes, there's a lot of moving pieces a lot of the time. I feel like that the more that you try to grasp for control, you're realizing that you're, yeah, I feel like, okay, it's meant to happen, right? Because everybody has to learn things in their own way, but I feel like it's been very difficult and it's been very challenging. And it's been causing headaches for damn sure. But I need you to understand that the only control, like I said, that you have is on within yourself. So everything out of that, if you're exhausting a lot of energy, which I think you are, because all those 9s are, oh look, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, slow your roll, sir, because we have the King, the Knight, and the Page of Cups. All of the above coming through for the same card. Now, there is conflict indicated within that energy, but it's in a state of transformation. What's happening here? There's something within the emotional realm of yourself. Pile number 3 that is shifting. It's attempting to shift, at least. Dreaming a new world into something new. There's all of this indication of movement because it's water, right? Water needs to be allowed to move, or, you know, still water is not a good thing. Water needs to be alive. It is very alive, so it should be moving. And so therefore I feel like that's what's wanting to happen. I don't know if you're seeing it that way though. As all the chaos up in the air, things up in the air, it's movement. It's movement that's trying to come through. I feel for your better good. Let me get advice for you. Or actually, let me get one last card. Like, what is this movement indicating? And maybe for this expansion, maybe that's how that connects. What is this movement indicated? What is it for? We have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So 4 is going to be significant. There has been stagnant energy. That's what I just said. There's been stagnant energy because water needs to be allowed to move. But for whatever reason, there's been stagnant energy and non-movement in some aspect of your life, in your emotional body. Because all of these, it's like the dam is about to bust open. Like you've been blocking the water. You've been blocking the water for far too long, and it's about to burst. Okay, I just got some visions. Yeah. There's blockages that are being unblocked. That is the movement that is happening. There's things that are needing to become cleared. The dam is about to bust, and I don't know what that means for you. Whoa. The World just came out, flying out of the deck as I was breaking the deck in half. Okay, so the World. Again, this indicates movement. The closure of, for the creation of something new. I'm telling you. Death, rebirth. That's what the World is essentially too. It's about movement from closing off and becoming anew, starting anew. Next. Let me get advice, guidance for pile number 3 in regards to any of these energies. Ooh, I just saw the Four of Wands show itself. You saw it. You can go back and rewind. Just kidding. That'd be so dumb. Please give me advice or guidance for pile number 3, please. Just one. I guess just one. Ugh, the 5 again. 5 of Swords. Okay, what about the 5 of Swords do we need to know? Because we have a lot of little conflicting energy. I just covered them up by other cards. Why is the 5 of Swords here? And what do we need to know? Oh, okay. The Sun and Strength. That you can... Literally, you cannot... Like, what did I say about all these fears? And then the thing... about the painting. You hold the power in your hands to change it all. All of this heavy energy that's very obviously there's, I feel like it's not just in your head. Like it's what I meant by that is it's not only internal, but I feel like your external world is very much a reflection of what's going on internally, which is often the case. So if you find yourself in a lot of turmoil or sort of chaos, things moving and shifting, that creates a sense of instability, it's on purpose, okay? So remember to bring it back. All you have is control of yourself, your own thoughts, behaviors, actions, intentions, whatever. Reactions as well. Oh, there's so much nudity in this deck. I swear I keep seeing it and I'm like, oh, I have to cover it. But I love this deck. It's so beautiful. With Strength in the Sun, it's again indicating to me the beautiful energy that we saw in the beginning about the church, the way that it was illuminating, something about reconnecting. There may have been some place along the way where you lost faith in yourself, your connection with yourself, with your own spirit, with your own higher power. Because at the end of the day, even if you're religious and you connect to a higher power through the church, at the end of the day, the way that you perceive and embrace that religion is personal to each and every one of us. So you can be in the same church, in the same mass as a person across of you and experience that experience completely differently, okay? Take in something completely differently. So at the end of the day, how you experience religion or spirituality is a very personal experience, and it comes down to your relationship with yourself, right? Always, it's our vision, it's our quest for what is out there, for what is the purpose, what is life, you know, like why are we here, why this and that, death, blah blah blah, you know, what comes after, consciousness, all of those questions that we are essentially on a quest in our life experience to find, you know. I feel like there's a lot of conflict, or maybe a period of where you came into doubt in being able to trust or something like that. I could be wrong, but I feel like there's a need to build a stronger connection with yourself. It took me forever to get to those words. And then we have Antelope Spirit, card number 2. Life is speeding up. Absolutely. That's what I feel is happening for you. And I feel like it's very scary. And I feel like it probably is very chaotic for you, because it may be bringing up things that you didn't expect to wash in the in the streams and the rivers and the whatever it is that you're feeling. Maybe it's a tsunami. I don't know what it is you're experiencing, but it feels like it's waves of sudden change and chaos mixed within that, because it's a lot. It's happening within, it's happening without, okay? So, what is the guidance for you? I got so lost in just talking, and I was like, wait, what? Wasn't, like, I don't know what the guidance was again. That you have the strength. I don't know. Card number 42, Otter Spirit, you are never alone. And card number 50, Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Okay, yes, you have the strength to overcome any obstacle. That's my little leaving. This is what I leave you with, okay? Strength in the sun, as well as this otter and the rhino, are telling you that you have absolutely the strength. You are never alone. I don't know if this is talking about just, again, this connection within yourself. Your spirit is always with you. You are... Okay, yeah, I'm not going to get into that, but whatever. You know what I mean. OMG. Right now, I was about to say again, I love you. I love you, pile number 3. I've been wanting to say it in all of the readings, and I don't know what's happening. Spirit is just wanting to offer love. I think that's just what it is. I set the intention to connect with the spiritual realm, and apparently it's full of love, and I like it. If you found resonance with this crazy-ass reading, please let me know. Give me a like, a subscribe if you aren't already, and comment. I appreciate that, obviously, the most, because it lets me know what's going on. And it helps me connect with energies a lot better, to be honest. But anyways, thank you for listening to my reading. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until we vibe again.